Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com.
This week on Duel Review, the standalone complex followed by Trick or Treat.
Then we take a look at Doom, the game, and we start off the week with Batman Hush. Hush. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Today is Monday the 17th. Tomorrow, it's Batman.
Arkham City, that's right. Batman Arkham City comes out, can't wait.
And in preparation for that, we are doing one of our favorite Batman compilations. It's Hush.
Yes, Batman Hush. It's a great graphic novel. I mean, technically, it's a series of comics that got turned into a graphic novel. The series spans 2002 to 2003. It's a pretty good series. I mean,
yeah, it's fairly long too. Huh?
Yeah, it involves multiple enemies. It involves going to Metropolis, having to fight Superman. All the while, there's this new villain, Hush, who's kind of manipulating everyone else,
and the shadows lurking.
Yeah, just you don't know what he's doing, why he's doing it, what his motivations are, how he's really manipulating.
Yeah, a big theme through the book is that Batman figures out that his villains aren't acting how they normally act. So something's up.
So yeah, someone is manipulating him. Obviously, it's Hush. In the very beginning of this graphic novel or of the series involving Hush, Batman falls, cracks his skull open, and needs a brain surgeon. So he contacts, or he uses his finger because he can't do anything more, to tell Arthur. To tell, Alfred, thank you. To tell Alfred that he wants his childhood friend, who is now a renowned brain surgeon, to come help him. And so there's ties in of Bruce Wayne's past, plus the new connections between him and Catwoman, which I don't want to get into, but
she complicates things.
She does complicate things, and things are rough between Batman and Robin and Catwoman, and just a lot of fun there. Not to mention all the fact that all of these villains are just kind of being used, and Batman's trying to figure out why. And it's just a great book.
It's a really great series. I mean, I've been out of Batman for a long time. It's the same sort of thing with Marvel. It just gets to the point where it's like I don't really know how to keep up or where to whatever. But jumping into this book, it's a big fat trade. I mean, it's really thick. It's a good trade.
Yeah.
I don't know how many pages, but
how much was it?
I don't know. It was $20 or something.
For $20, that's
absolutely
that's great.
Anyway, there's a lot of monologuing from Batman. You get to hear what he's thinking. You get to see his detective work.
Right.
He speaks, and that's present in other comics too. But there's a good concentration of it here.
Yeah, getting into Batman's head is always fun.
Yeah, and you see a majority of the famous villains.
Yeah.
I don't like Ivy. I wish it was somebody else, but whatever. Some people like Ivy, and I just think it's ridiculous. But anyway, you see Joker and Harley, and you see whatever, Two-Face and
Two-Faces and Clayface is there.
Croc, Killer Croc.
Yeah,
it's just a great. And then I hate the Robins, like every one of them, but they're done kind of around the edges in this book. And so they don't distract
they're not a major role, but they do pop in.
Right, but they do pop in, and it makes sense why they're there and whatever. I just never bonded with a Boy Wonder character. Anyway, and Batman has to deal with lots of different things. Catwoman is not the least of them, for sure. And that is a very interesting dynamic. A lot of stuff happens there, and it's just a really good read. It makes me feel immediately. I start thinking of like the Sinister Six for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
because it is like this collaboration of all his most famous villains.
It's not so much a collaboration because they're kind of
being manipulated.
Yeah,
but it's still he has to fight a plethora of villains. So it's definitely worth a read, and it reminds me also how he's so severely injured. It reminds me when Bane broke his back.
Right.
He has to kind of battle that. This one, it's not so much him feeling inadequate. It's him just getting out there a little bit too early. You know, his head is still soft.
Yeah.
It's been cracked open, so he has to deal with that. And it's just a good inside look. I really enjoyed. I mean, like I said, I've been out of Batman for a little while, so maybe other comics do it just as much. But I enjoyed seeing just like the little. It reminds me of Sherlock. Have you seen the Sherlock? Right, the re.
Oh yeah. That's great. I love that
BBC,
series.
And how when he's looking at a clue, you know, it tells you what he's thinking, kind of thing. It's very similar to me, and that's part of the joy of Batman, like we were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat. I couldn't put the book down. It was great.
I read it solid through.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it takes you everywhere. This book takes you everywhere. Just, you know, from Metropolis and fighting Superman to, you know, having to deal with Two-Face and his manipulations, and then, you know, finding out who Hush is, and
you know, it assumes that you know the backstory, but it does tell you enough that you really don't need to know the backstory.
Yeah.
So even if you're a newbie, which I don't know who you'd be, but if you're a newbie to Batman, this is a great book to pick
Absolutely.
up. I wish the Joker was a little more present, but he would have dominated the book if he wasn't there anymore, so that's probably why they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because it was really about Batman. It's about Batman and, to a lesser extent, Catwoman, I think. I think those are the two main characters, but yeah, love me some Joker, but he does do some good little bit for him, and Harley's in there a little bit. So, yeah, go pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Get it, buy it, you know, sleep with it the first night. Just, it's a great book. It really is. So, yeah.
I say have a relationship. That's all. Have that relationship first.
Take it out to dinner. Go for a walk on the beach.
Is this one of your? I mean, this is one of my favorite. I mean, barring that the Joker isn't huge present, like trades, you know what I mean? Like, we got like Frank Miller's Dark Knight thing and whatever.
And Year One was the other Frank Miller one.
One of my favorite.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites too, especially as far as Batman's go. This is like, I don't want to say it's. Well, I guess it is kind of like the pinnacle of the Batman. Yeah, it's a perfect book.
I mean, granted, you probably need to know a little bit more backstory. But
yeah, you will. You'll have to know some. If you don't know who Jason Todd is, Jason Todd was killed by. He was a Robin who was killed by the Joker.
To death by the Joker, as per our request.
Yeah, that's what made it so kind of diabolical. Was the creators? I mean, the writers asked us, the fans, should we kill off Jason Todd? And we said, hell yeah, kill him, because we're sadistic bastards.
Okay.
So that's it. Batman Hush, watch it, read it. I want to thank Linda for lending Steven, who lent me the copy so that I can read it for the first time, because it's just an amazing book. I love it.
Go check it out.
Yep.
No excuse.
None.
The name is a little lame.
Hush?
Like how they got the name.
Oh, yeah.
But whatever. Hey, yeah, it's easy to remember.
Yeah, Hush is easy.
Yes. The little hoodoo voodoo that I do so well. Next up, it's Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex.
I got Hulk.
Right?
Hulk smash.
And who does Hulk smash?
Batman!
That is also an answer I will accept. I was expecting everybody.
Oh, is that what you're
Hulk
saying?
strongest there is. All right, today is the 17th of Monday. Today is the 17th Monday in October. Today is Monday the 17th. We're going to be taking a look at...
Batman Hush.
I said taking a look. We're going to be taking a look at this there comic.
Their comic over there.
This here comic right here. I will flip the pages slowly so that you may read it.
It's got colored pictures.
Shut up, they're reading.
Oh, sorry.
Can't read while you're talking.
I'm sure they can.
That's not how it works.
Okay,
you done? You can always pause it. Okay, review over. See ya. Yeah, whatever.